And we back. Welcome back to the second season of the Get Buckets podcast, powered by Halloween Basketball. I'm your host, Musa Moretti. Today I got a special guest in person, Amare Anderson from Greer High School, small forward, really any position at this point. Glad to have you on, man.
For sure. Ready to be here.
Yes, sir, man. First off, how have you been?
Just being good, chilling, hooping. Just staying on the ground, that's all.
For sure. How's Team Charlotte been right now?
Team Charlotte's been great, actually. Even though Coach Jeff has recently went to go coach at College Charleston, the dudes that's been there, they've been great at like family. They are family.
Mm-hmm.
The same way.
Got you. And you playing with Evan, right? From Burns?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
For
Two
sure.
better players up here in the 25 class.
Yeah.
First off, though, I just want to get a summary from you just this past season, both team-wise and personally for you.
So, basically, team-wise, it's been really well. You said summer first, right?
Nah, just a summary of this past season.
Oh, okay. Summary of this past season. This past season, it was really great. I really liked the team we had. I just felt like we were really gritty this year and just showed people what great basketball really about. Even though we lost in upper state, that's all good. We got there. That's the biggest thing for me is making it to one of the states and just getting to showcase our talents in front of not just the upper state but the lower state also, and making sure those transfers that came in, it wasn't just not worth it. They really got to come in and provide something special for us, and that meant more to me than like my personal accolades.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like you grew as a player individually this past year?
I just felt like, even though I was athletic last year, I just felt like my athleticism took a bigger jump even from last year, and just my aggressiveness and even moving off the ball and rebounding and just doing a lot of little things and sacrificing a little bit of my scoring for the team.
Got you. And I know you said sacrificing a little bit of your scoring. Did it feel, I guess, different? Obviously, you were still the guy at the team, at the school and whatnot, but did it feel different having some really solid guys come in that you knew could play, like Mikey, like Zane? Like, what did it feel different in any way?
I would say it felt different for sure, but I guess like playing the four, I kind of liked it a little bit because I got to play against like a bigger person, so on the offensive end that helped me also. And being the four, but also being a guard, I got to create a lot for my teammates, and the attention wasn't all on me, and so it was a lot of spacing on the court. So just being able to find my guys and then provide something also, that was very good. Yeah,
for sure. And I guess that kind of led into my next thing. Like, what do you feel like the main difference between this year, the 2023 through 24 season was? What's the main difference between this year and last year when you were a sophomore?
For myself or the team?
Really just like the team overall. I know you said you got stronger, became, just a better player overall, but like mainly like the team.
I think like I'd say we took more accountability this year, and everybody like they got on each other. We pushed each other in practice, and so that helped us in games. And even like I'm gonna just use Zane for example. Like Zane, he always went hard in practice, but he got to show it in game. But third round playoffs, he got to really show that in game because we played a team that kind of similarly played like us, and he got to go off in that game. And so the team just played overall, I would say, aggressive, and it all looked in sync. When I would go back and watch film, everybody was in sync, and better team chemistry this year and all that. All that.
For sure. After y'all lost to Riverside in that final region game, how did that motivate y'all going into the playoffs?
It motivated us a lot, even though we couldn't get them. It motivated us a lot. We were hungry. The next day at practice, everybody was pushing each other, like, who we're going to see, who we're going to have to get. So we were just hungry for that game, and it pushed us to make us win all those games in the playoffs to lead to the upper state championship.
For sure. Next thing I just want to ask, I know you mentioned Zane, but just tell me about some of the teammates you had over at Greer this year.
I'm going to start off with Isaiah, because he was six man, and he played like a really big part to me. He came off the bench, played great defense. Sometimes we guarded the best player when Zane wasn't in. So just that being a two-way player and being able to knock down shots. And my boy Lights, he a real point guard. He doesn't care about his points or none of that. He took a sacrifice on all of that, and he just really got to showcase his point guard skills and getting everybody open because we had a better team this year. And Braden Durr, I want to shout out to him because he's our rim protector, and he protected the rim, and he stepped up very big this year and got to show people his athleticism, getting on the rim and everything. So I'm very proud of him. And then Mikey, great scorer. He cared about his points, and we needed him to care about his points. So he did his job. So that was very good.
No, for sure. And I'm glad we took it from there. So moving into next year, I want to hear, like, obviously y'all had a lot of solid seniors. You named Lights, Dura, Zane, obviously. But how do you feel like going into next year? What are just some goals or, leadership skills you think you might have to gain in order to have another successful season next year, even without having some of those guys?
I don't want to say technically taking more shots, but being more aggressive on the offensive end and the defensive end, because defense translates to offense, especially for me. And so next year, I just want to be able to kind of take more accountability over my guys and like have them listen to pretty much like everything I'm telling them, be able to trust me what I'm telling them, and being able to take that bigger leadership role. And today, last year I was a big leader, but
yeah, Lights. I almost feel like Lights was, although he wasn't the scorer, he was kind of that leader.
Yeah, he was that leader. Yeah. So this year I kind of get to really take that role, be a team captain, and be a leader of the team.
No, for sure. Next thing I just want to ask or say is, obviously Greer. I mentioned in a video one time just the overall support y'all have at Greer. Like, whether y'all are the underdog or people know you guys gonna win, just the overall support that Greer has in y'all, and come to every game, one of the biggest student sections. What does that like support mean to you and just Greer overall?
It means a lot because we ain't had it in a long time, and so just being able to come in these past few years and just do something like that for the community, because the community ain't seen that in a long time itself. So it was just a new sight for all of us, and it was overwhelming sometimes, but
almost every game was packed.
Yeah. So it was just fun to play in the environment. It was just crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, the game that stood out to me was when y'all played Greenville in the playoffs, or even the one at home, or not the one at home, but the one in the middle of the season when Isaiah hit the game winner. Just always like a playoff atmosphere. No matter the time of the season, people were gonna come out to watch y'all. Obviously, Greenville's the city school that everybody talks about. But just a lot of people are there to watch y'all as well.
Yeah.
So that was just huge to see, I feel like.
It really was.
I know we've talked about college basketball a little bit for you. We talked about it last year on the pod, but what's the overall end goal for this whole basketball thing?
I do want to play pro basketball. I don't really care where it is. I just feel like if I go play pro somewhere, I can, just keep going up and up with my skills. So playing pro basketball, playing Division I basketball, or Division II basketball, it doesn't matter. Division III, it don't matter.
Wherever you can make a difference.
Wherever I can make a difference at and be a leader, I know I can come in and make an impact on wherever I go.
For sure. I want to ask, have you gotten any looks yet, or any major schools looking at you so far?
So far, I have UNC Asheville, Presbyterian. Those are the two big ones that are looking at me right now. North Carolina State, Western Carolina, Coastal Carolina, pretty much all the mid majors around here, South Carolina. So Campbell, some schools in Connecticut. It's a lot of schools that's really buying into me right now. So
got you.
It's looking pretty good right now. And this summer they told me they're gonna come watching me. It's a whole bunch of college coaches gonna be on the sideline watching me play this year. So being able to come out there, just be ready, be prepared, play in front of them, and hopefully get some scholarships this summer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I know you play on a high-level AAU team, so it might not matter as much for you. But when I talked to DJ Martin from Fallon Inn, just talking about how important months like June are, like when you play up at Rock Hill and all those colleges are there. Me personally, that's where I got most of my looks came from June. but just like really killing the nose can really just get coaches to look at you.
Yep. And this year we get to kind of go into North Carolina live period too this year, so they put us in that. So being able to come in that, I think that's gonna help a lot.
I'm pretty sure Jaquarius Patterson from T.O. Hanna got an offer from that last year.
Oh,
from Queens.
Yeah. See, yeah.
So
it's great.
It's on. If you go there ready to play, bro, it can good things happen for sure.
Always.
I asked you last year, and it might be the same answer, but what really inspires you to keep going, motivates you to just continue this journey?
My family, God, I know He has me, and so just the community, they all on my back. So just them buying into me and talking to me, like I get texts every day, just hey, how you doing? You good? And stuff like that. That just makes me, from the community, that just makes me go harder and just know somebody's behind me, so I'm not doing this all for no reason. So yeah, it just makes me go hard.
For sure. And next thing, just what's a message you would leave to somebody coming through Greer? Maybe a freshman coming up, just trying to cement their own legacy at Greer High. What would you say to them?
I'd say it don't matter where you start at or what your skill level is at that point. If you keep working and just knowing you got the potential where what you can do, then it doesn't matter. You can be that guy on that team whenever you want to be if you just put your mind to it.
And I mean, I think you're a good example of that. I feel like although you were solid in 8th and 9th grade, like you didn't really hear about you too much until last 2 years maybe when you were able to make that jump. And that jump's different for everybody, but you were able to make it at a good time, I feel like.
For sure.
Last few questions I have, just some general ones. Who do you think you play like right now?
Amare. I just love his game. Him coming off ball screens and getting downhill. That's just how I've been really playing this summer. So and just playing above the rim, and that's just what he likes to do. And he has a mid, he has a floater. He has range from 3. I feel like I have range from 3. So John Morant
for sure. What do you think your position is going to be like in the future? Like obviously in high school you kind of have to play what the school needs you to play. But like what do you think going into college or beyond? Like what do you think your position is going to be?
Point guard, and I feel like if I just continue to work on my handle and, like you said, leadership skills, that's a big thing. Just controlling the team and just being able to take a natural control over the team. Point guard for sure.
Yeah, I can see that. I think now your natural ability to score is already there, but in the obviously Greer needs you to score. If you show like you can make like good passes and all that could also just take like all positions are covered almost. Because obviously you had guys that can pass last year, being Zane and Lights, but you're gonna have to really do a lot next year, even with Mikey and Zay being there. And then last thing I got is I want to ask you before even the play-in starts, who you got winning the NBA championship?
I want Bron to win, man. I do want Bron to win, but I'm gonna say OKC.
They gonna win it?
I just got OKC. Yeah, I do. I think so because I just feel like Chet, he's a problem, bro, and like he's underrated. Like he's a big man that can do every single thing these taller bigs can do, and then you got SGA at the point guard. He's a straight dog, and everybody else they just fit in. Defenders.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Thunder, but this is their first time actually making a run. I don't know, but there's a lot of teams like I seen Timberwolves. They ain't been in the playoffs in a little minute.
Yeah, they ain't been in the playoffs in a little minute, but they got a great team.
They got a solid team.
Yeah.
But
they're going crazy.
Yeah, not facts. I was talking to somebody who's like, just take the safe answer is the Nuggets, but I mean, I don't know. It's different every year. There's no one you can. There's no safe team nowadays.
You don't want to choose like a little team that's been you know what I'm saying, doing this.
Facts. But nonetheless, man, appreciate you coming on. Year 2 coming on. Excited to see where your journey continues, and just best of luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Awesome. Until next time.
Until next time.
Peace.